Temperatures drop into the mid-60s, but there is another threat of severe weather heading our way. I'll break down that forecast and more coming up, but your news starts right now.
State proposed budget cuts could be affecting your county fair. I'm Alyssa Paldo, and I'll have that story coming up.
And you're taking a live look at Dozer Park, where bats will be swinging at the Midwest League All-Star Game and Home Run Derby in just a few minutes. What you can expect from tonight's big game. Proposed state budget cuts could soon be affecting something you may not have considered: county fairs. Many of them get money from Springfield, but what kind of impact will it have this summer? WMBD's Alyssa Paldo went to find out. She joins us now in the studio with tonight's top story at 5. Alyssa?
Officials from the Heart of Illinois Fair tell me they've already seen some small cuts here and there. Although the newest announcement on proposed cuts would not interfere with next month's fair, the impact could be felt in the years to come. Roxy Baker has a long list of all of the unique attractions available at the Heart of Illinois Fair that she helps run. But state proposed budget cuts to fairs could stop some shows from going on.
And those things, those cost us money. We are bringing those, and that's part of your ticket price of the fair. So, that's something that we fund, and we would, hopefully not have to get rid of them, because that is what sets us apart.
And Baker points out that the impact at the state level is much more far-reaching than the fun and games.
Across the state, county fairs bring over $170 million to Illinois, and that's just the fairs themselves. It doesn't count the ancillary expenses that are brought, the monies that are brought in by the carnival workers to the local communities, and that's about $80 million. So it would be, I think, devastating to the communities as well as fairs themselves.
Earl Allen of the University of Illinois Extension Office is the director of Peoria, Tazewell, Fulton, and Mason County 4-H fairs. He says they too would feel the effects if the proposed cuts become reality, but it would be over time.
And it would start affecting the staffing of the office and how we approach programming. We have to tighten down on costs, maybe reduce staffing somewhat, but that won't play out for a year or two.
He says the kids who participate in 4-H wouldn't receive premiums for showing their projects at the fair. Both Baker and Allen say they have taken steps, however, to prepare for potential changes to soften the blow if it happens.
We're not going to count our chickens before they hatch. We want to make sure that we're ready for whatever comes ahead.
Now, those fairs scheduled in the coming weeks will go on as they normally do. The Heart of Illinois Fair says they hope sponsors can fill in the gap if the budget cut does happen. They say anyone has the opportunity to voice concerns to the governor about the potential cut and stop it before it happens. Paul?
Thanks, Alyssa. Search efforts continue for a man from Pekin who's been missing nearly 2 weeks. Lionel Graham has not called family or friends. His apartment does not appear to have been touched, and his car is still parked outside. He doesn't have any known medical conditions, and anyone with information is being asked to call Pekin police.
We talked to Lonnie's family, who continues to search for him. Hear why they're concerned coming up.
Peoria police are investigating after finding a man with several stab wounds. Police spotted the guy covered in blood walking along McClure early Monday morning. A police report says the man was uncooperative when police asked him what happened. Once EMS showed up, the man told cops he was stabbed with a long kitchen knife in his girlfriend's apartment. He wouldn't say exactly who stabbed him. He is expected to be okay. A corrections officer in Illinois is now behind bars himself, accused of theft and official misconduct. Lieutenant Perry Kirk works at the Stateville Correctional Center. He was arrested at the prison after being accused of stealing transportation money. Illinois State Police are not releasing any more information about that case. WMBD is your local election headquarters. We are just a day away from the first debate among Republicans running for the open 18th congressional district seat. Transparency, spending, ethics have been front and center after the resignation of Aaron Schock. We spoke with Republican candidate Darren LaHood this morning after he was endorsed by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. One of the issues he's been focusing on, government regulation of business. He says Illinois is proof it's gone too far.
When you put more restrictions and more regulations on it, the private sector cannot flourish. We need to free up the private sector so that they can grow and prosper here in Illinois and all over this country.
LaHood will debate the issues alongside Mike Flynn and Donald Reentz at the Doubletree Hotel in Bloomington tomorrow night at 7:30. They'll meet again in Springfield on Monday night. In a story now from our Twin Cities newsroom, the Ecology Action Center in Normal wants your help to keep household hazardous waste collections for McLean County. The Illinois Environmental Protection Agency says there's no funding for waste collections. The EAC started a fundraiser for an event in the fall. $140,000 has been raised, but the event's expected to cost $180,000. The EAC says keeping these household waste collections available gives people a safe way to get rid of paints, lawn chemicals, and old gasoline.
We get multiple calls on a daily basis from local residents who are looking for ways to dispose of some of these types of products. And unfortunately, for most of the types of products that people want to dispose of, there are no convenient disposal options.
The Ecology Action Center says the hazardous waste collections can have more than 2,000 cars drop off unused materials during a single event. Bloomington's Beer Fest preparations are gaining momentum. The Bloomington Center for the Performing Arts is hosting the inaugural Beer Fest in August. It will feature craft beer tasting and almost 14 hours of music over 2 days. BCPA recently announced national country singer Phil Vassar will headline opening night.
We have country fans who are looking to get their tickets for Phil Vassar already. The phones have been ringing all day. And Matthew Curry's legions of fans have already started buying tickets for Saturday. That was announced last week, so we're very excited about that.
Bloomington's Beer Fest takes the stage August 21st and 22nd. It's a big night for baseball in downtown Peoria. The Chiefs are hosting the Midwest League All-Star Game tonight. Our Dan Malloy joins us live from Dozer Park with a preview of tonight's festivities. Dan?
Well, Paul, gates open here at Dozer Park just a couple minutes ago. Fans still coming in very quickly here. Home Run Derby is going to start at about 5:30. Right now, I'm joined by Chiefs President Rocky Vanaken. And Rocky, a lot of people in this organization, this city, have been looking forward to this night for a long time. What does it mean to you to bring the Midwest League All-Star Game to downtown Peoria?
You know, it's exciting because it doesn't happen very often. It's been 10 years since we've had it before. It's going to be another 16 before we get it again. So, you know, it's really once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the fans to come down and see some great professional players.
For some viewers at home who maybe haven't left for the festivities yet, what are they in store for tonight? What do they have to look forward to here at the park?
You know, an evening full of fun. We're going to start with the Home Run Derby at 5:30, hitting from the outfield into the stands. We've got player autographs starting at 6 right on the field, so come down on the field and get your autographs. We have Jim Cornelison from the Blackhawks singing the national anthem prior to the game. We have dueling pianos, one on each dugout, and then again, the top prospects in baseball right here on the field to play.
Sounds like a great night, Rocky. Thanks for joining us right now. And as he said, players will be signing autographs beginning at 6 o'clock after the Home Run Derby. Introductions to follow, and then the first pitch set for 7:07. Reporting live in downtown Peoria, Dan Malloy, WMBD News.
All right, thank you, Dan. For the second time in 19 months, the people of Coal City, about an hour west of Chicago, are digging out from storm damage. Several subdivisions were hit by a tornado last night. Nearly every person on the south side of Coal City was affected. Emergency responders said there were no deaths, only 5 minor injuries. Several people were trapped in their basements or crawl spaces after the storm hit, but crews believe everyone has been found. Chris, again, strong storms last night, and it sounds like some more could be headed our way.
That's right. We are tracking another risk for severe weather as we head through tomorrow. But how great will that risk be, and when can we expect it? I'll have that full forecast and more coming up next. Don't go away.
You're watching WMBD News at 5 in high definition with Paul Cecchini, Evelyn Wilkerson, and Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast. This is WMBD News at 5. Central Illinois proud.
I loved my Honda Civic, but the time came for a new car. So I looked around and decided to leave my Honda for a new Honda. The Accord, Civic, and CR-V all have EcoAssist, plus an Ecom button for better fuel efficiency. Driving a Honda can save you a lot of money over time and fuel costs, so I got a personal trainer. Oh!
No churros!
Don't want the churros!
Start something special with a fuel-efficient Accord, Civic, or CR-V from Honda. KBB.com's best value brand. At your Honda dealer.
Not everyone is destined to be an elite athlete, but for those with chronic knee pain, performing even the simplest task can be a challenge. Thankfully, ICPR has a solution. Proven up to 90% effective, ICPR's knee arthritis program delivers medicine to the exact point it's needed most. Now you can play harder, run faster, live fuller.
Limit the pain, not the activity. There's nothing like your natural knee.
Call for a free consultation.
Principles should never be compromised. The Cadillac 2015 SRX. A crossover with space, safety, and style.
Lease it from around $339 a month for 24 months.
Illinois is at a crossroads. Mike Madigan and the politicians he controls refuse to change. They're saying no to spending discipline, no to job-creating economic reforms, no to term limits. All they want is higher taxes. Again.
Change in Springfield isn't easy, but you didn't send me here to do what's easy. With your help, I'm going to keep fighting to grow our economy and fix our broken state government.
This portion of WMBD News is presented by Lexus of Peoria.
This July 4th, your Ashley Furniture home stores in Champaign, Peoria, and Bloomington are celebrating with spectacular savings. Save up to 20% off your entire purchase or pay absolutely no interest till January 2020. That's right, up to 20% off or pay no interest for 54 months. Hurry in to snag these unbelievable doorbuster deals for just $2.99, like this sofa or this 5-piece dining set. And don't forget to visit your Ashley Sleep Shop for huge savings on all the top mattress brands. Only at your Ashley home stores in Champaign, Peoria, and Bloomington.
The Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by Parker Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Now, your local weather authority, WMBD's chief meteorologist, Chris Yates.
Welcome back. Hard to beat the beautiful weather we're currently seeing across central Illinois. Skies mostly sunny out in Bloomington Normal from our Gaia Roofing Skycam. Here's a look at our current conditions out there. 81 degrees in Bloomington Normal, 81 here in Peoria, upper 70s to our north, and Pontiac now coming in at 79 degrees. Now we do have a few high clouds just beginning to filter on in from the west. That trend is going to continue as we go through tonight. This is a decaying cluster of thunderstorms. We'll get some of its cloud cover moving in tonight, but it's all developing on the edge of a warm front, which unfortunately is going to bring us back at least another chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms come tomorrow afternoon and evening. So here's how the front is going to progress as we go through tonight. Behind it, that warm, moist air that gives us the fuel for the severe weather that could potentially develop. Now, by tomorrow evening, we're projecting the front is just going to be off to our southwest, which may overall limit our severe threat going through tomorrow afternoon, but we will have a nice southeasterly flow here at the surface. So if we can get storms developing tomorrow, there is going to be a risk for some severe storms in the afternoon with a much greater risk coming in tomorrow night. Now here's what could keep thunderstorms at bay, at least during the day tomorrow, is a very thin area of some warm air aloft. Notice as we typically would see temperatures cooling with height, but if temperatures encounter a warm layer aloft, that is going to prevent storms from developing, at least during the day. Now if we can see storms break that cap where temperatures cool as they continue to rise, that allows the air to rise freely, therefore giving you your threat of some strong to severe thunderstorm, especially when we have enough wind shear, which we will certainly have tomorrow afternoon. So if we can get any storms developing at all during the daytime hours, there's a very good risk for at least a good chance for some very severe thunderstorms, including a risk for some hit and miss tornadic activity. Now here's your future track through tonight. No severe storms, but perhaps a few showers and some rumbles of thunder moving in by early tomorrow morning, mainly out west. Temperatures are going to be down into the lower 60s tonight for Peoria, 62 in Bloomington Normal, and 60 degrees up in Lincoln. For tomorrow, check out what our model's beginning to pinpoint. This is what brings in a little uncertainty to our forecast tomorrow afternoon. It is developing a few supercells across central Illinois. Now, if these storms can fire, there is going to be a threat for some strong to severe storms, but my gut feeling is telling me that most of this is going to hold off until tomorrow night, at which point it becomes a damaging wind threat along with torrential rainfall. Now, your high temperature forecast tomorrow before the storms develop will likely be into the lower 80s. Now, here's tomorrow night. This is what we're more concerned about. Here comes a big giant line of storms. Notice by 2 o'clock, Thursday morning, this is when we see a nasty squall line pushing on through. We'll get a lot of damaging wind gusts out of this type of system, along with 1 to 3 inches of rain. So the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma does have us once again under an enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms. Damaging winds look to be the main culprit, especially if storms develop Wednesday night. Anything Wednesday afternoon will be bringing us a better chance for some large hail and perhaps even a threat of tornadoes. But my gut is telling me, Paul, that tomorrow afternoon, at least, we are more than likely going to stay dry. Tomorrow night will be a completely different story. A very strong and dangerous line of thunderstorms will begin to roll through, especially after midnight.
Well, hopefully we'll get to then enjoy another day of some sunshine, and then because it's overnight, most people will be inside and won't have to worry about going out.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks, Chris. Lawmakers in South Carolina debating whether to remove the Confederate flag from the Capitol grounds. Why some aren't in favor of the move.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
Avantis is all about the bread.
Home of our original fresh baked bread. For your perfect sandwich with pasta or just a spread of butter, there's nothing like Avanti's bread.
Go to AvantisPeoria.com to find your Avantis.
Don't be left out in the cold this summer and miss out on our best deal.
Announcing the Mike Miller Mitsubishi Summer Freeze. Drive interest-free Mitsubishis like the new Outlander Sport. 0% interest for 72 months or only $179 a month.
So slide on into Mike Miller Auto Parts before these cool deals melt away.
Come see us at Mike Miller Mitsubishi on Pioneer Parkway in Peoria or visit us online at MikeMillerMitsubishi.com.
It's a Mike Miller Minute.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, I understand that dealing with the insurance company can be very frustrating. I'm attorney Doc Halliday, and if you find yourself in this position with no idea where to turn, call or visit me at my office in Junction City.
I'm Tim Sowers of LD Ford. What does it really mean to say you're number one and truly be number one? Is it if you advertise the most? No. Is it if you have the most inventory? No. Is it if you promote prices that you can't back up but they sound really good? No. Or is it simply if you have the most experienced family-run dealership in the area that takes the best care of people, better than anyone else, and this family will do whatever it takes to earn your business? You tell me.
There's a weekend vacation, a one-tank trip in a nearby city you won't want to skip. St. Louis is the stop for non-stop fun. So much fun for your family, infinity plus a ton. There's museums full of art and super fun slides. Upside-down concretes, twisty, turny rides. Houses full of magic, some with butterflies. Gardens growing flowers, parks with giant eyes. St. Louis is the stop for non-stop fun. Show us why you're the funnest family, and you could win a weekend of non-stop fun in St. Louis.
This 4th of July, Nissan's giving you 1,000 more reasons to celebrate. Choose versatility, innovation, excitement, and get holiday bonus cash. During Nissan's Free to Choose event, get up to 1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Hurry! Holiday bonus cash ends July 6th. Shop at your local Nissan store and choosenissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Drive home a new Cadillac SRX for just $339 per month. It's possible this week at Uftrain Weston in Peoria, or enjoy 0% APR on most new models. Join us today at the Cadillac of Cadillac dealers at Uftrain Weston Chevy Cadillac in Peoria.
This summer, Big Brother gives you more cameras.
Are you kidding me?
More days.
I couldn't be more excited.
And each week, more surprise guests who will take over the house and unleash more twists.
I am more than up to the task, America.
Than ever before.
All the more reason to watch.
Get more out of your summer.
This show could not be more perfect.
Julie Chen hosts Big Brother season premiere, CBS Wednesday.
You're watching WMBD News at 5.
South Carolina's legislature is considering a measure to remove the Confederate flag from the Capitol grounds. It comes almost a week after 9 people were killed inside an historic black church in Charleston. Marley Hall reports the man charged with the killings, Dylan Roof, is a white supremacist who was photographed with that flag.
South Carolina lawmakers cheered as they approved a measure to discuss removing the Confederate flag from the State House grounds.
If ever there's going to be a day when South Carolina can rise and be the state that it claims that it is, this is the day.
Outside, hundreds gathered to demand the flag be taken down. The tipping point was last week's massacre at a black church in Charleston, in which 9 people died. The alleged gunman was photographed waving the stars and bars.
It's been a symbol of hatred and it's been a symbol of racism for since it was first flown.
Walmart, eBay, and other major retailers are halting sales of Confederate-themed items. And the governor of Virginia, one of 9 states to include Confederate flags on its license plates, is moving to ban the design. But the backlash is also creating a boom. At Amazon.com, sales of Confederate flags are up more than 3,000%. But not everyone who attended today's rally thinks the banner should come down.
If they take it off and put it in a museum, it's not going to change the feelings. There's people that are going to have hate in them no matter what.
Removing the flag requires a 2/3 vote by both houses of the legislature. Marley Hall, CBS News, Columbia, South Carolina.
Mississippi has a Confederate flag in its own state flag. Lawmakers there are divided over whether it should be removed. The U.S. says it's sending military weapons to 6 European nations in response to Russia's recent aggression in the region. The U.S. will spread about 250 tanks, machine guns, armored vehicles, and other military equipment across Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Romania, and Bulgaria. Russia's annexation of Crimea last year and its continued support of rebel fighters in eastern Ukraine has many countries in the region concerned for their own independence. Senators hammering Takata during another hearing over the company's massive airbag recall. More than 33 million vehicles have been impacted by the faulty airbags. Metal devices used to inflate Takata airbags can explode and send shrapnel flying. A new report that looks at Takata's internal emails suggests the company momentarily stopped global safety audits to save money. But Takata representatives say those emails were misinterpreted.
For years, it's obvious that Takata did not put safety first.
The audits that were referred to in that email were not the safety and the quality audits on the products.
Now you can find out if your vehicle is impacted by checking your car's VIN number at safecar.gov. A stranger paying it forward to a man who's paralyzed. How his act of kindness is helping that man walk again.
When it comes to Ford dealers, there is a difference.
Test drive a Fiesta, Focus, Fusion, Explorer, Escape, or F-150 and experience the EcoBoost Challenge for yourself right now at Bob Dennison Ford.
Bringing you the best Ford has to offer is part of the Dennison difference.
I don't believe you. No way.
How's that possible? That's crazy.
I don't believe you.
I find that really hard to believe.
I don't know about that.
No way.
2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 with a free eye exam.
I paid way too much.
It's true. At America's Best, we've been selling quality eyewear at low prices for 35 years. Call 1-800-2PAIR or visit americasbest.com today.
I'm a proud conservative, standing up for the principles I believe are important. I've been vocal and out front on term limits, standing up for the Constitution, standing up for limited government, standing up for freedom. Those are the things I've worked strongly for. I think it was the right thing to do. We need more conservative leadership. We have to fight for the principles that are important and undo what the president's done to this country. I'll continue to advocate for conservative principles. I'm Darren LaHood, and I approve this message.
Year after year after year, Ford F-Series delivers outstanding toughness, capability, and efficiency. Construction, farming, forestry, F-Series is #1 in every hard-working industry out there. Not just this year or last year, since Puka Shells and Disco. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty, America's #1 trucks for 38 straight years.
Now lease a 2015 F-150 with EcoBoost for only $319 a month.
When it comes to Ford dealers, there is a difference.
Get the peace of mind that comes with purchasing a certified pre-owned vehicle, plus 0% financing on select models and huge cash incentives.
Offering you the best certified Ford product is part of the Dennison difference.
Which car company is the first and only to offer built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi in cars, trucks, and crossovers? Ranking from top to bottom.
BMW just because they're pricey.
The final answer? Chevy.
This model has the Wi-Fi in it?
Yep.
That's the dream, to have Wi-Fi in the car.
Qualified lessees can get this sign and drive lease on a 2015 Chevy Cruze LT and get an additional $500 lease cash on select Cruze vehicles in stock.
See Peterson Chevrolet in Fairbury for this great deal.
Here's what you can see tonight on WMBD, Central Illinois Proud. You're watching WMBD News at 5.
Thanks to a stranger, a paralyzed man from California could be closer to walking for the first time in 7 years. John Ramos has more on how the men are inspiring one another every day.
7 years ago, Arthur Renowitzki of San Lorenzo was shot by a robber on a street in San Francisco. He has never walked since that day.
It was life-changing, and it really got me down at a point in my life where I wanted to give up. I felt like life was over pretty much.
But Arthur didn't stop living. The former athlete became active in wheelchair basketball, went skydiving in Dubai, and is actually stronger than most people you know.
And to be able to stand up was pretty awesome. I mean,
Arthur uses whatever technology he can to live as normally as possible, with the ultimate dream of walking again. And he hopes these new robotic legs can make that possible. But they're expensive, about $80,000 and that's where Eugene Yoon comes in. Eugene contacted Arthur on Facebook, and although the two had never met, he offered to quit his job and walk the entire Pacific Crest Trail from San Diego to the Oregon border to raise money for Arthur's new legs.
And to know that at the end of this process he could walk again makes me feel like I am getting more out of this journey than I could ever give him.
Eugene's hike began in April and won't be finished until September. He's doing about 20 miles a day, and each day Arthur knows he's out there somewhere.
It just encourages me, inspires me more to not give up on my dream.
Both men are inspired by each other. Both have a long road ahead of them, and each is helping the other to be able to walk like no one ever believed they could.
Pretty amazing stuff. Well, don't go anywhere. Chris has a final look at your forecast next.
Chicken McBites are back. Get a regular-sized extra value meal for just $5 at McDonald's.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
Somebody went to Wisconsin Dells. After you vacation in the water park capital of the world, you'll never look at water the same way again. Go to Wisdells.com and get your free vacation guide.
I'll call the plumber.
So we've got a 4-year no-interest event going on right now for the 4th of July. And what that means, for example, is you can come in and spend $2,400 and you're only going to pay $50 a month. $4,800, for example, is only $100 a month. It applies to tons of product throughout the store. All GE Profile appliances, all of our furniture, all Tempur-Pedic mattresses, LG TVs, and any audio products. Now's a great time to get all that stuff for your house that you've been needing. It gives you a lot of options you didn't have before.
Cars sure have changed since Lynn Chevrolet Buick opened its doors in Pontiac in 1976. And the way we shop for cars has changed too. With the internet today, the test drive starts online, where you can read reviews and watch videos and do just about anything but turn the key. Shop online, and when you're ready to make your old car history, take it for one last ride down historic Route 66 to Lynn Chevrolet Buick in Pontiac and turn the key for the first time on your next new vehicle. Lynn Chevrolet Buick in Pontiac. Find old roads. Start your test drive today at lynnchevroletbuick.com.
Oh!
You okay, man?
Yeah, I hurt my back during last week's delivery.
Did you say last week?
I can handle it.
Listen, man, you gotta see a doctor.
Shh! Not so loud. Boss finds out I got hurt at work, they'll let me go.
No, they won't.
They'll punish me somehow.
Listen, man, I know you're tough, but you're only punishing yourself. Call Strong Law. They'll make sure you get taken care of. They do this stuff every day. Break's almost over, man.
Yeah.
Remember, Strong Law.
Get up off your feet. We're gonna take a grooving into your beat.
Chicken McBites are back. Get a regular-sized extra value meal for just $5 at McDonald's.
Goods Furniture offers a wide selection of beautiful furniture, gifts, and so much more. I invite you to make the short drive to Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
You're watching WMBD News at 5.
All right, we have another risk for severe weather tomorrow, especially tomorrow night. Still a little question whether we can get some severe storms developing tomorrow afternoon, but the potential will be there. So be weather aware tomorrow. Stay tuned to WMBD and your NOAA All Hazards Weather Radio for those additional updates on that severe weather. And of course, there'll be another chance for more severe weather on Thursday.
So we just kind of transition one day, skip a day, get a day, good
kind
day.
of, that's how it rolls.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. WMBD News is available on air, online, and on the go. You can head over to our website, ciproud.com, and get the latest news on our app for your smartphone or tablet. We'll see you right back here at 6.